right, so this is the Mills String Quartet. I'm going to start on the lower end of the musical spectrum, of the pitch spectrum, and introduce our cellist, Iris Yu. Iris? Moving up the scale a little bit to the viola player, Mr. Michael Tom. On second violin, Valerie Fates. And on first violin, Andrew Lynn. So give a big round of applause for the Mills String Quartet. Thank you very much. You'll be hearing more from each of them very soon in other ensembles. Right now we need to take just a minute to reset the stage for the jazz band, so I'll ask you guys to go ahead and take charge and do that. While they're doing that, I would just like to thank everybody on behalf of myself and all the students in the music department here at Mills for coming to hear our performance tonight. This means a lot to us, it means a lot to the kids, and really appreciate the support. I would just like to acknowledge the fact that none of this would be happening if it hadn't have been for years and years and years of support from the parents out there. You know, you had to listen to these kids play when they didn't sound as good as they just did right now. And we appreciate that patience, and it certainly has paid off. And I think you're going to be hearing more and more good music as the night progresses. This is the last performance, probably the last event in this theater. They are due to come in tomorrow and start taking stuff out, and sometime in the very near future, the bulldozers will be here and it'll be gone. So you guys are part of a very special evening, and thank you once again for joining us. Hello, thank you. This is the Mills High School Jazz Band. More commonly known in this high school district as the Modern Wind Ensemble, which has been an ongoing source of confusion to many people. If you are thinking about signing up for jazz band, you have to sign up for Modern Wind Ensemble, and this is the class you'll end up in, which is really the jazz band. And if you have any friends at the middle school level, or younger siblings or sons or daughters at the middle school level that are thinking of signing up, please encourage them to sign up. This is a great class. Kids learn a totally different style of music than in any of the other classes. Plus there's an improvisatory component. They learn a little bit about music theory, and it's just a really good opportunity for young kids to be involved with something that just expands their musical knowledge. So this is the Mills High School Jazz Band, and we're going to start out with a piece based on a very dear jazz legacy, which is the Kansas City blues scene. And in fact, the title of this is KC Blues. And this will start out with a little bit of Jason Chun tickling the ivories back there. And then it's got a trumpet solo by Tyler Lindau, a violin solo by Andrew Lynn, and we'll finish off with a guitar solo by Jad Gowie. KC Blues. Once again, Jason Chun on the piano, Tyler Lindau on the trumpet, Andrew Lynn on the violin, fresh from Mozart to Kansas City, and Jad Gowie on the guitar. The Mills High School Jazz Band. Okay, we'd like to kind of go back a little bit in time. This is not in the too near past, but maybe about 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago. This tune was written by a guy who wrote a lot of music for high school bands and professional bands as well. His name was Lenny Niehaus. We ran across this in the library, and it sounded like something we might want to try. And we were very fortunate to have Cliff Shaw go for it, and it's written for flugelhorn. Why don't you hold that thing out so they can see it? It's like a trumpet, but a little different, kind of has a mellower sound. And it is really well suited for this kind of jazz ballad. So this is Cliff Shaw on Monday's Child. Cliff Shaw on the flugelhorn. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, we're going to move along now and do a little seasonal piece. This is a piece of music that was written right toward the end of World War II, about 6 months before the war was officially over. And it was kind of bittersweet because people didn't really know what the outcome was going to be. They didn't know if their loved ones would be coming home or not. And, but they wanted to have a seasonal feeling anyway. And so this went out. It was broadcast all around the world. It became one of the favorite songs of the season for the GIs that were out there fighting the war. And it was presented in the movie Meet Me in St. Louis, a song originally by Judy Garland. We have tonight our version of Judy Garland. And this is Iris Hugh presenting for you Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. You know, Iris is multi-talented. Not only does she sing, but she plays trombone in the jazz band, even though her trombone looks like a cello. And she plays cello in the string quartet, and she's the principal cello in the orchestra. So we're really honored to have her play in our group with us. Thank you, Iris. Okay, we'd like to finish off the jazz band portion of the program by playing a Victor Lopez tune. This will probably get your feet tapping a little bit, but don't worry, it's okay. This is entitled Sambiando. On the violin solo, Andrew, and the rest of the band, Mills High School Jazz Band, aka Modern Wind Ensemble. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're going to take a brief intermission now. Okay, we're going to move over to the symphonic band now, and we're going to play a piece that is inspired by the music, the thoughts, the ideas, and the philosophies of Benjamin Franklin. This is entitled Benjamin Franklin and the Art of Music. If you're familiar with Benjamin Franklin, you know that he dabbled in many things. He was a real Renaissance man, as it were. One of the things was mathematics, and so some of his mathematic formulas have been used in the composition of this piece. Another thing he did was invent stuff, and one of the things he invented was a musical instrument called the glass harmonica. We don't have a glass harmonica here today, but we will emulate it with some of the instruments in the band. This is Benjamin Franklin and the Art of Music. bring on the choir and have them perform a piece that's very different than anything else you've heard tonight. It's kind of a country tune titled Old Dan Tucker.
Old Dan Tucker was a mighty man, washed his face in a frying pan, combed his hair with a wagon wheel, tied with a toothache in his heel. So get out of the way, old Dan Tucker, not too late to get your supper. Supper's over and dinner's cooking. Old Dan Tucker just standing there looking. Old Dan Tucker, riding in a billy goat, leading a hound. How can you bark one day and jump? Up in his shadow of the stump. So get out the way, old Dan Tucker. Not too late to get your supper. Supper's over and dinner's cooking. Old Dan Tucker just standing there looking. Get out the way, old Dan. Get out the way, Dan. Get out the way, old Dan. Old Dan Tucker, flash of swings. Old Dan Tucker. Standing there looking. Get out the way, old Dan. Get out the way, Dan. Get out the way, old Dan. Get out the way, old Dan. Get out the way, Dan. Get out the way, old Dan. Old Dan.
This next selection by the orchestra, entitled Tango Noir, or Dark Tango, is a bit of an unusual piece for orchestra because it's a dance piece. I suppose if we had a dancer that could come up and dance to it, that'd be great. Anybody wants to volunteer. But it's also unusual in that it features an improvised violin solo, and I was able to coax Andrew Lynn into signing up for jazz band this year, even though violin and cello are not necessarily what you normally see in a high school jazz band. We've guys have shown kids that they can play any kind of music, and I completely believe in them, and my trust was not unfounded. Turned out that Andrew has a natural gift not only for playing violin in the classical sense, but also for playing jazz improvisation. So we're going to feature him on Tango Noir. continue now with a kind of an up-tempo tune in 6/8 time entitled Instinct. This is the symphonic band with Instinct. Nice timpani playing back there, Gilbert. Beautiful job.
Gilbert!
Okay, this brings us to one of our combined selections. Let me get the choir up before I forget to do that. Choir, ready? Choir's been very patient with me. Thank you for that. Before we continue with this number, I would like to introduce our accompanist. This young lady really came out of the blue to help us out. We were in a real big bind, not able to find an accompanist, and we were very, very fortunate to have Ms. Lawrence Barrow. Lawrence? Come in and work with us, and we really appreciate all the hard work that she's done, and I know the choir appreciates it too, don't you? They do. So we're going to continue now. This is a song that actually came out in 1969, the year I was a senior in high school, and it's this song that's always kind of stuck with me because one time I was out for a hike with my siblings, and I twisted my ankle, and I had to lean on my sister's shoulder to get down the hill, and she sang this song to me as we were doing that. On a larger, more metaphorical scale, it's really about helping your fellow man through whatever hard times might come our way, and if everybody chips in, we'll all make it, and we'll all be happy and successful. So this is He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother.
Aww.
going to continue now back a couple of centuries, back to the Baroque era, and do a tune by a contemporary of Bach's, well, actually came a little after Bach, Henry Purcell. And he was well known. He's kind of like the first guy that ever really put a publishing business together for music, and they by that time figured out how to typeset it and how to print it out so they could distribute it on a wide basis. And he became a successful and wealthy businessman as well as a very well-known composer. This is Rondo from the incidental music of, I can't even say this, but it's Abdelazar, or The Moor's Revenge, Henry Purcell. But I don't think it really matters what age you are. You recognize the music of the Beatles. I hear the kids playing it a lot sometimes, and it kind of surprises me. But they wrote some great tunes, and this is a medley of some of their best, entitled Hello, Goodbye. Also mention about this, this is a song that we're working on with choir, and the choir will be joining us on this tune when they have a chance to learn it. We hope to perform it along with some of the other stuff that you've heard tonight at Disneyland when we go down there later early next year. So, hello, goodbye. I've been fortunate in my life to be exposed to lots of different kinds of music, and anywhere from symphony orchestras that I've played in for 30 or more years, to salsa bands, to rock and roll nightclub bands. And I lived up in the country for a while, and I got to hear a lot of what we call bluegrass music, and also some real traditional Celtic music. This tune that we're about to do is one of those, a Celtic original entitled River Song. And it will feature the choir and a little help from their friends. And that brings us to our final tune. I would also like to thank, I'm not really even sure who's back there, but I think I saw Peter Fates and Carol Zychik, and I know Trish Welch was back there helping out a lot in the band room. So I'd just like to thank all of our MMAG members for all the hard work they do to help us put these concerts on and just to carry on throughout the year. Let's give them a big hand for MMAG. And I'd just like to put a plug in for that. We're a little light on freshman parents this year. And we do have several parents that will be graduating this year along with their kids. And so really putting a plea out to anybody that thinks they would like to help out. There's a lot of satisfaction involved. It's great to see the fruits of your labor when the kids all come together in a concert like this or on a field trip like the Disneyland trip coming up. We're going to need your help next year, so if you're thinking about it or if you're just on the edge and you can't quite decide, come and talk to me or come to an MMEG meeting, and we'll be glad to fill you in and show you the ropes. So before we play this last number, I'd just like to thank everybody once again for coming tonight. I'd like to thank the faculty, staff, and administration of Mills High School for all the help and support that they give us throughout the year. And I'd also like to mention that the last song is kind of a timely thing. That since it's Pearl Harbor Day today, this is a patriotic medley entitled Our America.
America.
The Mills Symphonic Band. Our accompanist, Lawrence Barrow. Lawrence. The Mills High School Jazz Band. Some of them are on the stage, some of them are out and about. Let's give a big round of applause for all the performers tonight. Bravo. And thank you once again for your support. I wish you all a very happy holiday season, and we'll see you back here at some of our events later in the year. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.